level of society. The reason I know this is that as we went out into communities, Eastern Kentucky, Orange County, and then about a dozen other communities that we were already beginning to do work in, I would gather together the leaders of the different spheres of the community. So we'd have the fire chief and the superintendent of schools, the mayor, or a couple council members. We'd have drug counselors and teachers and principals and nonprofit ministry, heads of nonprofit ministry, churches. And we'd gather them together and do a community dialogue. And we'd ask 3 questions. The questions are, where are the points of pain in the community? And we'd collect all of the input and we'd put it up on big sheets. And second question, we'd ask, where are the assets of the community? And the third question was, how could things be different if we worked together rather than apart? And here's what became apparent in every time we did it. What became clear to everybody in the room was that we all had the same pain. That the reason the police were struggling was the breakdown of the family. The reason the schools were struggling was the breakdown of the family. The reason the churches were struggling was the breakdown of the family. Everywhere we looked in the community, the same core problem was wreaking havoc. It was costing a lot of money too. And so those leaders in there, and you start talking about making a difference, that's going to hit the bottom line. Everybody gets really motivated. But here was the most powerful thing that would happen at the end of the meeting, is I would say, okay, we're all wearing our hats, a big A on it, authority over this ministry, or authority over this church, authority over this school district. But if we all take our hats off, we have one thing that we share in common. And the one thing that we share in common is that we're all a son or daughter. Many of us are husbands or wives or have been, or brother or sister. But we all share this one thing in common, and that is that we're a part of a family. It may be a dysfunctional family, it may be a broken family, it may be a very healthy family or non-traditional, but we're all a part of a family, right? And so you would just watch it would just move over the room. All of a sudden now, everybody looked at each other differently. Strategically speaking, I think that's what I want to challenge you with today, is that you have an opportunity as businessmen in the communities where you're at to absolutely be a businessman that's making a difference, but also to call people across the community to find a common point of bond, a common bond, and then to rally people, and I say it this way, people of faith and people of goodwill. And let's start doing this together.